Hey everybody, Snipertheladiesman here. Welcome to another channel update. This is of course going to be, I guess kind of my usual after Christmas kind of channel update of what I've got. Maybe a lot of people, are kind of curious, but kind of big things going around for what I got, and not only big but also very bad news that, of course, probably a lot of people have known this by now. I did say this already in an episode of my Kingdom Hearts 2 Let's Play, but I'm not sure at what point this video will be up by. So I guess I'll just reiterate or expand upon that. So as of this point, again, PSN and Xbox Live were hacked over the Christmas break, and leading into the 27th. This is still the 26th for when this is being recorded, but still leading on to the 27th of Saturday. Xbox Live is online at the moment. PSN is still down. So for everyone who got a new PS3, got a new PS4, and you can't go online, you can't play your new multiplayer games, well, guess what? You're kind of have to wait. And it really is unfortunate that something like this has to happen. I mean, I don't know, like it's kind of one of those things where, like, should you be more mad at the hackers who actually did this, or do you be more mad at the actual companies of Microsoft and Sony for basically, I guess, either not having a good enough firewall, not good enough protection that comes out kind of dirty, but that's just my mind. So I'm not really sure which one to really take it. Personally, me, I'm more mad at the hackers because, come on, at the end of the day, they ruined everyone's fun for the next couple days. But anyway, so that's kind of besides the point. Hopefully it does pick back up on PSN because, again, that's Sony's the console and the systems that I use. So that's basically the one that I care about. I guess apparently too there was nothing really too bad that happened with Nintendo. I think it wasn't down. It was just kind of laggy, apparently, maybe just slower laggy. So. And a friend of mine actually brought this up, that could either mean that the hackers were biased and said, we like Nintendo, but we don't like Xbox and Sony, or that just means that Nintendo's protection is so much better. So you take that as what that is. I kind of say it could be either one, to be perfectly honest. It could be either one. Or it could be a coincidence. Who knows? So again, hopefully PSN comes back online for everyone, and so we can all have some fun with our new Christmas gifts. As for me, of course, again, hopefully this, I say this all the time, but hopefully this actually doesn't take too long. So basically I wanted to say just what I basically got for Christmas. I'll basically just go through the main thing that I got. I now currently own a PS4. So, hooray. So you can kind of now imagine how kind of disappointed I was. Great, I got PS4, I got all my games downloaded and installed onto it. I'm just about to set up my profile to bring my PS3 profile onto my PS4, get some more trophies and whatever, check out some new things, and PSN is down. So yeah, I can't do that. Until this whole thing is fixed up, I literally have a PS4 that I basically can't use. Because I'm not going to play any games on it and then bring my profile over later. I mean, I could do that, but I'd rather have... This time seems really a stupid, selfish way, but I would rather have the trophies be on my profile rather than play the games until then, have fun, and then bring my profile over, and then continue from that point on. But me, I'd rather have the trophies already, before on there. Anyways, I just like trophies. It's a very selfish reason, but I'm still having a lot. I still have a couple of games on PS3 that I've been playing recently. So, of course, still with Kingdom Hearts 2 going by, which still I'm not even close to being done yet, and I'm already up to near the 20s of parts. So it's going by pretty quickly, and also very slowly at the same time. But anyways, I want to just quickly give a rundown of just the games that I got. So the first ones I got are actually there's two games that came with my PS4. It was Grand Theft Auto 5 and a voucher code for The Last of Us Remastered. I have played Grand Theft Auto 5. I got almost to beat the entire game, but I think I got to a point where I was kind of bored by it. I tried the online for maybe half an hour. I didn't really know what to do, so I gave up on it. And then I basically, after I got bored with the game, I sold it. So now I have the updated version. I'm like, okay, cool. Then Last of Us Remastered, I do currently I have played the game, like 2 hours of it, with a friend's copy on PS3. And I actually also bought the PS3 version because eventually I thought, well, I might as well start playing it, see what everyone's talking about. Well, of course, I haven't gone around to that. Mainly because I'm not even kidding, I had such a bad experience with the game the very first time that I'm afraid to touch it again. And it's not that I'm saying the game's bad, just the way that it played for me, it was one of the most buddiest experiences I've ever had playing a game. Which is unfortunate for such a high acclaimed game. But now that I have the PS4 version of it, of course I don't actually have the game yet because I can't get onto PSN to download it. But we'll hopefully it comes back online soon. Next, I also got Infamous Second Son. Of course, I've wanted to try this for a while. I've played and beaten both Infamous 1 and 2. So of course, I've definitely been eager to play that again. What else? I'm trying to just quickly. I can't really read the titles on these. Yes. Okay. So I also have Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor. I wasn't really interested in the game at first, but then when I actually watched, believe it or not, I actually watched a video series called "This Is How You Don't Play," which basically takes footage from another YouTuber called Darkside Phil, and they take footage from his playthroughs and basically chop it up and show all basically the worst moments of it, which ironically enough become the best moments of the entire playthrough. So I've watched basically the entire playthrough of that. It's like a 3.5 hour video. I've watched it a couple times, and I didn't before I saw it. I wasn't really interested in the game at all. After I saw it, it looked really cool. It actually looked really cool. So I'm very eager to give it a try. And of course, I mean, it was nominated for Game of the Year. At least for the whatever is that, the Game Awards that happened recently. I have also Destiny, the new Bungie game, and which is, I mean, pretty much at first what I thought it was going to be was Halo on Sony. that's what I first thought of it. I haven't really played. I haven't really looked too much into this. I've heard good things. I've heard, it's it's like every other first-person shooter, but a little bit different. I've heard a few different things about it, but I'm definitely eager to give it a try. Easily, and we'll see what happens with that if it becomes its own new franchise. And then the final game I got is Watch Dogs. And of course, this one is kind of, we could say, the downward spiral of Ubisoft. Now, it's not really a confirmed, like, actual thing, but this is what I would kind of assume is almost the beginning of kind of a downward spiral in either, quality or whatever. But because people saw the in-game cinematics at E3 and the trailers, whatever, thought, oh my god, this game looks amazing. The graphics are outstanding. When people finally played the game on PS3 and PS4, it does not live up to the expectations graphically. And then even when I've heard people say that, oh, it's nothing more than just Grand Theft Auto, but you can hack things. I've heard basically stuff like that. And I mean, I actually borrowed or played a few hours of it on PS3 from the same friend who let me borrow The Last of Us for a couple hours, and I'm really, the first 3 or 4 hours of the game, I was hooked on it. Like, I was spending 3 hours running around doing side stuff before I even did the very first mission. Normally I don't do that. Even with open world stuff, I don't normally go around until after I get kind of delved into what the story is. But I was like, I just want to go walk around and see what's around. So I'm very eager to play this again. And then of course now this is going on PS4, better graphics, better quality, all around stuff. Now so that actually does end the whole kind of thing of the games that I got, but there are a few other games that I'm planning on getting around at some point, or at least ones that I would want to check out. Now, in no particular order of from which games I want more over others, but just a few off the top of my head. Two of which, actually, one on PS3 and one on PS4. Assassin's Creed Rogue and Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, again, going off on the whole downward spiral of Ubisoft, with Unity, it's probably become its own legendary thing of pushing a game out too quickly. I'm hearing lots of people say it's one of the most buggiest games. It's so glitchy and whatever. I've heard from other people say they've had no problems whatsoever. So I don't really know who to believe. The hundreds of people who say that this game is terrible, and the other 100 people to say that there's nothing, that they have nothing wrong with it. So I'm definitely eager to see for myself. I can only assume like vanilla version, not any of the patches. I can assume it's probably very buggy, but I'm sure now it's after like the 4th major update and like a couple bundle of gigs of fixes and stuff. Excuse me while I take a drink. Okay, that's a little bit better. Throat was getting a little bit dry. Yeah, so both those games, Rogue and Unity. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I have every single main Assassin's Creed game on consoles. None of the handheld ones, but the main ones. I have every single one of them, from first all the way to Black Flag. And now basically that there's 2 of them that are out there that I've kind of now pick up and play through and enjoy myself. Other games are that I want to pick up eventually are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I have heard some like really good things that it's actually different. Like it's not just the same milked uh kind of game that's been the last 4 or 5 of them. It's like actually very fresh and very different. I've heard from quite a few people, even people who basically given up on Call of Duty said, "Well, all right, I'll give this one last chance," and they're into it. Um, Especially since Ghost was not the greatest thing. I think I think I was online for one like maybe a couple hours, and I said, okay, screw this. I'm gonna go back to Black Ops 2. Um, what else there? Oh yeah, Far Cry 4. I also want to plan on picking up 2. That's another one. Unfortunately, I haven't really heard anything good or bad. I mean, besides the trailers and stuff, that's like, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 4 stars, and all that stuff. Other than that, I haven't really heard anything from anyone, online, offline, whatever. Um, so I'm interested. I really liked Far Cry 3. I'm hopefully I do want to pick that game up though. If it's almost like Far Cry 3, I'm sure I'll like it. And the final one, just off the top of my head, is Dragon Age Inquisition. I really want to pick that. I really want to get that one up too. I've heard again. Didn't that game win Game of the Year? I think that game won Game of the Year of that game awards thing. And I mean, yeah, like it looks like what Dragon Age 2 should have been, or basically just like it's an actual true sequel. Even though I personally didn't have any problems with Dragon Age 2, I like Dragon Age 2. Maybe not quite as much as Dragon Age Origins, but I did like some parts in 2 more than Origins. Maybe not just as a whole, but I still really enjoyed 2. Um, okay, so I think that's basically about it. That's basically all I believe I want to go over. I mean, as for Christmas stuff, it's little things here and there. Clothes, some stuff for school, little stuff like that. Nobody really cares to hear about that. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I got these cool pajamas that blah blah blah. No, nobody wants to hear that crap. Um. So yeah. So again, hopefully, so that's gonna be it, and hopefully PSN is back online, so I can jump on PS4 and start actually playing. And actually, one quick note before I go. Um, Basically regarding if I'm going to start recording PS4 games, that's uh, that's still in question at the moment. I do currently have an HDMI splitter, so I'm able to record PS4 games. I haven't hooked it up at the moment. I have seen a couple of videos that use this exact same device. Everything should go over well. If it does, I may start doing PS4 games. Um, it all really depends. But just in case if anybody was asking, um, if anyone was I'm not sure which console to get. I'm not sure if I should upgrade to PS4. I don't know if I'm not really sure if there's any games out there for me. If there's anybody out there who's on the fence and who ever wants to see some from me or anybody else, well, for me, it's still in question. I guess I'll give you all you guys an update if on that situation if it does occur that I decide, hey, I'll do PS4 games now. So I think that's definitely going to be it for today. So thank you everybody for listening for this Christmas special, and hopefully you all had a good Christmas and good holiday and all that good stuff. So I will see you all next time.